Purdue University presents Any Gal Can, a weekly series of programs that show you women at home how to become your own home repairman. Featured on each program are Professor Doug Knudson, our resident handyman, and Gay White, information specialist at Purdue.
Well, hello, lady. Looks like you got a problem.
Oh, hi, Doug. Oh, I got a flat tire. I never changed one in my life.
Yeah.
No.
You want to learn?
Well, I'm thinking of things I'd rather do, but it doesn't look as though I have much choice.
Yeah, you can always depend on somebody, I guess, around here, but maybe not. It's probably a good thing to learn. If you've never changed one, you may need it. You get stranded somewhere in the mountains or out west, you might have a problem there.
Yeah, well, I've gotten by on motor clubs and Good Samaritans and my husband an awful lot of the times, but I suppose you're right.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to know. At least you can advise them when they're doing it.
Yeah. Where do we start?
Well, you start in the trunk.
Okay. Spare
First,
tire,
I hope you got a spare tire in your trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, you take the spare tire out, and you just unscrew it there and lift it out.
Okay.
Now, have you ever checked that thing? Has it got any air in it?
Yeah.
All right, if it has a little air in it, then it may help you out. And it's in good shape. But you should check that regularly and make sure that it is in good shape. And then you got a jack back there.
Yeah.
All right, and you got a wrench.
That's this, right?
Yeah.
Funny looking jack.
Well, it's a jack made for this car. And then this is the wrench to get the nuts off.
Okay, anything else?
Tire wrench. Well, you need some safety devices. So I see you have a flare there. You know how that operates?
Yeah.
You probably don't need a flare here, but because you're off here in the parking lot and don't have a problem, you're off the road. But if you have to stop on the road, it's good to put a flare up, and this burns about 15 minutes, a bright red light. Set this back about 100 feet from your car.
Most of the newer cars have those flasher jobbies too, which help.
Yeah, you can turn on your flasher and your flare, both, or just one of them, depending on the severity of the situation. We don't need to do that. And then you need to, before you lift the car up, you need to prevent it from rolling. So you put it where it won't roll, which is in this car probably park. You've got an automatic transmission. Put it in park, put the emergency brake on. If you have a manual transmission, you can put it in reverse or low.
Oh, okay.
And then put something behind the car. And you've got a block of wood back there. I'll just use that, or you can use a rock on the road.
Okay.
And while you're going up front, I'll put this on there.
Okay. Can you bring the tire?
Yeah, I'll bring the tire.
I guess I can get it. I'll roll with that.
I'll get it.
You know, those things are heavy.
Well, you're learning.
Okay.
All right, let's just lay that down. Now, the first thing you have to do is get the hubcap off.
Okay.
Let's take this jack apart, see how it works. Yeah, you've got a hubcap prior right there.
Okay.
You just stick that underneath here.
Here?
It depends on your hubcap, of course. But this is one of those fancy ones. Just pry that off.
You're kidding.
No.
You got an awful sound.
Let's get down here.
You scratch the car. Okay.
There you see you got you have some nuts here that have to come off. Probably the easiest way, this jack has this built in, but the easiest way to get those nuts off is probably with this tire wrench. See if you can handle that.
Okay.
That takes a little oomph, especially if they've been on there a long time. And you come this way. There you go.
All right. That's not too hard. When do we jack the car up?
After we loosen this up.
Oh, all right.
Just a little bit. You don't turn this all the way.
Okay.
There, you got them all loose. Now, see, that's to prevent it from skidding too much.
Okay.
I mean, prevent the tire from going around when you loosen it.
Oh, I see.
So now, with this car, some cars you have a bumper, and the big bumpers, you jack it up with a special bumper jack.
Yeah.
But this car has a special jack to put right under here. And you have to get way down. You see there's a notch under there, and the notch fits right into this part here.
Oh, all right.
So you slide that under there and find that notch.
Yes, scrunch it down a little.
Yeah, we have to come down with it. There's the right end down here?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I watched my husband do this once. Now, some kinds of jacks go up and down where this one goes around, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You get that down there pretty flat, and then you crank it up. I'll get it started, and then I'll see how much muscle you have.
Not a lot.
Guess we need to go up just a little more.
Okay.
Put that right in that slot.
It's starting to go up already.
Missed it just a little bit, so we'll back up. Otherwise, we'll have a safety problem. Just dial that down a little bit.
Yeah, I've always been afraid that the car's going to come off the jack.
Well, now, if you've got the safety devices taken care of, you're all right. Now we go up.
Okay.
Well,
it's not sitting very firmly. There.
Now you can crank it up.
I'll crank for a while if you like.
Now you're lifting.
This isn't the easiest thing in the world, you know?
No, and we're twisting it a little. Let's get it squared up. Okay. There you go. Pull. No, it's work, but because of the mechanical advantage here, you can lift about a 2,000 or 3,000 pound car with no problem.
No problem?
No problem. It's not hurting your muscles much, is it?
No, but I don't know where I do. You weren't here.
Well, you're all squatted down there, and you're not using all your muscle as it is. So
are we up yet?
No, you got to get the tire clear of the ground. Get the tire clear up off the ground.
Okay. Maybe we better talk about some of those safety precautions again while I'm cranking.
Now, it becomes clear now, because if the car starts rolling backwards, that means you haven't got the brake on. You don't have it in park, so make sure it's there before you start. And again, chock that wheel with a rock or a piece of wood or something that will hold it from rolling backwards. And do that on the downhill side of the wheel opposite this one. In this case, the back. Just a little more, Gay, and you'll have it.
Okay.
Now, I think one more time around, and you've got it.
This is a lot easier than the cranking jacks, or the up and down kind.
Well, the up and down kind have their advantages too.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, now get that wrench and get the nuts off.
Okay.
Well, we don't even need that now. You got it loose enough that we can just take them off with our fingers.
Some of them aren't.
Some of them are tight, yeah.
This must have different sizes.
It has 4 different sizes.
There.
That's going the wrong way.
Wrong way.
Yeah, and you can just spin them.
Whee!
That's right. Now you look like a mechanic.
Thanks a lot.
I don't mean you look like it. You look like it. This one only has 4 of these. Some of the older cars with the bigger wheels have 5 and 6.
I'm glad it only has 4. I do know one thing. I know to put them in here so they don't get lost.
That's right. Otherwise, they get down here in the gravel, and it's pretty hard to find them.
Okay, now we'll take it off?
Now you just lift it off, and don't strip the threads. There you go.
What's that?
All the threads on here.
Oh, all right.
And you bring in the other wheel, other tire, set it on. And all you have to do is match. All you have to do there is match the holes with the
Sure.
with the bolts. There you go.
Are you sure?
Well, the tire was flat. We do need to go up a little bit, don't we? So we can go up just a little more. It'll make it easier.
Yeah, I think we got it now, don't we?
One more.
I'll let you do the one more.
There you go.
Here. Hey, look at me.
Now put the nuts back on. Once we get them on here, we should tighten them up opposite ways so that fits snugly against the wheel just right. Like that, see?
Oh, there's quite a bit of play in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now do we use this?
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
Now, I think we ought to let that down just a little bit after we get this snug.
All right.
We'll get that in there fairly snug, but to tighten them up, we're going to have to let it down so the wheel doesn't go around on us.
How come you start tightening them up and then...
Well, that's so you don't. That's so you get them on there part way.
Oh.
So you don't get a sloppy fit. Otherwise, you never get them tightened up right. Now just go to the next one. That's it.
Oh, I read somewhere that the reason, these are called lug nuts, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are threaded the way they are is because when the wheel goes around, it tightens them instead of untightens.
That's right.
I think that's kind of
Now we'll let this down
interesting arrangement.
where the tire is in contact with the pavement, and then you can tighten them up all the way. Really put your muscle in place. But again, use the ends of the thing and you won't have so much trouble. There you go. Now that the tire won't go around. Good.
I don't think I want to make a career out of it by any means. Is that tight enough?
Well, you do it once more. It never hurts to get them too tight, unless you're really muscle bound. In the garages, they use electric things to do this.
This, I think it sounds like a gun.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Good.
Now you put the hubcap back on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I let the car down. Now the hubcap, putting the hubcap on isn't the easiest thing in the world, because you have to slap at it. That's right, you found the hole for the valve, and the valve goes through the hole. Now some ladies may just prefer to put the hubcap in the trunk and let somebody else put it on. That's not an essential feature of the tire. It's just a decoration. If you don't get it on all the way, you may end up with it rolling down the highway.
That's about all I can manage.
And you don't want to take a hammer to this, otherwise you have an expensive hubcap that's not in very good shape.
Well, I worked on the jack for a while.
All right, let it on all the way down, and if the tire goes squish, then you've got a bad tire. You've got another flat, but you don't on this one.
Very unhappy.
Yeah. You don't have that on this one. You have a good tire and you're ready to roll, except for a couple things.
Yeah? Okay, I've got it all squished up together.
All right, let's take that back and put it in the trunk now.
Okay.
With the other tire.
Oh boy, my mess.
It isn't the cleanest thing. If you're in your wedding gown, I wouldn't suggest you do this. Now, it'd be easier here. You're going to have to take this tire out anyway. It'd be easier just to lay the tire in and put the jack over on the side. Your husband may complain about that, but that saves you a little work anyway. Make sure everything is in the car. Now, you ready to go?
No, we still got the wheel block, don't we?
You got the wheel block, and of course you got the brakes on and everything, but you're all right. If you have a flare, pull that out. But now the next thing you do is get to a filling station and get this tire fixed. Otherwise you're driving around with an accident, maybe, and no way to fix it.
It happened to me once.
It did. You had two flat tires?
Two flat tires.
It's hard to run on two flat tires, or even on one.
Rescued by the state police. But Doug, you know, this has been a real education. I agree with you that women should know how to take care of themselves. It's very important.
Yeah, they're more independent all the time. I guess that's a good thing for them to do.
I don't know whether women's lips going to make up for the lack of muscle, but...
Well, it isn't it isn't too hard. You just be patient, and of course you can always beg for some kind of help.
Me, I think I'll stick with my motor club now that I at least know how.
Well, it's a simple mechanical procedure.
Chock out.
All right.
And
then there's one other thing you should do before you shut the trunk. Make sure you know where the keys are.
They're in the ignition.
They're in the ignition? They are? Okay, you can shut the trunk and you're off.
Okay. Fine, thanks.
Have a good trip. And if you get more flat tires, fix them.
This has been a production of the Purdue Telecommunications Center in cooperation with the Cooperative Extension Service.